smoke a couple, smoke before we go to the funeral, come back, I go to the repast, going there, paying respects to the family. Once again, rest in peace, Maurice, man. Heard you was a good brother, but, they're kicking it with his family a bit at the repast. Didn't really know them, but, met some nice people there. Come home, smoking. I didn't make it through the whole pack. I think I might have made it through almost half the pack, which I think was like 26 in the pack, something like that. I must have smoked. I don't even think I smoked 10. I must have smoked maybe less than that. But I'm going to say around 5 or 6. We're going to go with 5 or 6, whatever. Anyway, I stopped smoking that evening, I would say around 10:30, 11-ish at night. Hey, I wish to welcome everybody back to another episode of LB Tales from the Hood. And today's episode is called Smoking is Bad for Your Health. Now, today's episode takes place around the time of my early 20s. And what had happened was a neighbor across the street had got killed. Now, this young man, I didn't know him because when he moved into the neighborhood, I was actually living in VA at the time. So, never got a chance to meet him, never had the pleasure to meet him. But one thing though, my younger cousin, she used to get her hair braided by, I believe it was his sister. So she also was friends with like his younger brother. So, she knew him, my aunt knew him. So, and also a bunch of people I grew up with. A bunch of guys that I consider like my brothers who are solid. I trust their word. They was telling me how he was a good brother. He was going to miss their man and all that. So, being that they gave him the cosign of being a good dude, I was like, more than likely, if I had the pleasure of meeting the brother when he was here, we probably would have been cool too. So the neighbor's name, his name was Maurice. He got killed. I'm not going to go into how he got killed, out of respect for the family. And besides that, it's not my story to tell. But may that brother rest in peace, man. So here's how the story goes. Okay, the young man was killed. Then they was going to have his wake and his funeral. So I think it was, I'm thinking, was it the funeral? No, I'm thinking it was the day of the repast. It was the day of the funeral and the repast. Yeah, it had to be, because I'm thinking, was it the viewing of the body? Because I went to the viewing of the body, I think it was like the day before, and the next day I went to the funeral. So I believe it was the day of the funeral. Yeah, it was that day, because I remember there was a repast and all that. So, alright, I was going through a lot at the time. So, stressing. And it wasn't even really so much my stress. I mean, I went through what I went through when I was younger. I had other issues. I mean, we have issues, just everyday things, everyday life issues. But also, some people I know was going through some stuff, and they was dealing with their own personal issues. And a lot of times, stuff that happened, it wasn't even my issues. It was other people's issues close to me. And if somebody's my man or my homegirl or whatever, and they going through something, it's like I'm going through it too. So, a lot of times I involve myself in other people's situations, but I just always trying to make sure my people's good. So I was really going through it at the time, and my peoples was going through it. So it's like it was so much stress, and then I had to go to this young man's funeral. So I decided to pick up smoking. Bad idea. But when I did, I started, what's black people's favorite cigarette? Anybody? Anybody? Well, what they mostly smoke? And it's Newports, if you guessed that, for $200. Newport cigarettes. Okay. So I give me a pack of Newports. And what's funny is, if you see my last video, which if you didn't, go back and see it ASAP. But the last video was called The Joke's on You, or The Joke's on Me, actually. It was on me. So the guy I was talking about in the story, the one who, at the time I, needed some people to come support my dreams. I'm not going to get into the story now, but it was this dude. I was with him. And basically, with him when I went to get a pack of cigarettes. And the cigarettes back then, I think they were going for like $8 and $9 a pack. So he was happy because he smoked every day. He smoked like, I think it might have been 2 packs a day. So he was like, man, this is cool. He was like, you getting started smoking right now? He was like, yeah, that's what's up. He was like, you started late, but he's like, now I got somebody I can, hit up for Lucy or whatever, whenever I need one or whatever. Hit up for a cig real quick. And instead of encourage me, nah, you ain't smoking all this time. Don't pick it up. It's a bad habit. It's costing all this money. It's messing up your lungs. Nah, he was encouraging me. But why would you expect negative influences in your life to pretty much, suggest something positive? It's not going to happen more than likely. So anyway, I'm smoking with him, smoke a couple, smoke before we go to the funeral, come back, I go to the repast, going there, paying respects to the family. Once again, rest in peace, Maurice, man. Heard you was a good brother, but, they're kicking it with his family a bit at the repast. Didn't really know them, but, met some nice people there. come home smoking. I didn't make it through the whole pack. I think I might have made it through almost half the pack, which I think was like 26 in the pack, something like that. I must have smoked. I don't even think I smoked 10. I must have smoked maybe less than that. I'm going to say around 5 or 6. We're going to go with 5 or 6, whatever. Anyway, I stopped smoking that evening, I would say around 10:30, 11ish at night. So I'm smoking, and mind you, I never smoked cigarettes, so first of all, I was probably pulling it wrong, because I'm inhaling it like, you know, like people do other things, and I was pulling it down, which, you know, that's, you know, people was telling me when they know, they was like, yo, man, it was like, you ain't smoking that stuff, man, you ain't supposed to be pulling it in, like drawing it like that, but whatever, man. So I was hitting it, not knowing, but I stopped smoking around 11 o'clock at night. Went to bed, I don't know, I guess I'd say around 1, something like that, 2 in the morning. Tell you no lie, people I told this story to in the past said, yo, they was like, that's cap. Actually, it wasn't using cap back then, but they was like, nah, they was like, I don't believe that, you lying. And they was like, yeah, you crazy. Whatever. I'm not making this up. I tell you the truth. I was awakened in my sleep like 3 in the morning with like a bad cough. Sound like I've been smoking for like 20, 30 years straight. Like I got emphysema. Sound like the freaking COVID remix special or whatever. I was like I'm hacking up my lungs. And when I hacked at like 3 in the morning, smoke literally came out. Like, woke up, seen it. Like in a little bit of light that was coming in the corner and whatever from the outside light, whatever, through the window, so I was able to see the smoke. I woke up, saw the smoke leave my mouth. Tell you no lie. People like, yeah, right, smoke ain't gonna be in your body. Look. It happened. That's what I experienced. I'm not crazy. It happened. When that happened, I said, oh, hell no. I was like, I ain't about this life, man. I ain't built for this. And I was like, I know better. Stress or not, it's a bad habit to pick up anyway. Man, I said, look, man. Took that pack of cigarettes. Seen that guy the next day. I believe, and I just said, yo, take this, man. Take that. I want to pass. He's like, yo, you only been smoking one day. Don't matter. Started my first day. First day I started smoking, I quit. Want no parts of it, man. I was like, smoking really is bad for your health. And smoking's a bad habit. All you kids out there thinking picking up the habit, man. I know you see people doing it, think it's cool. Your favorite rapper, whoever, your peers around you. It ain't cool, man. Don't do the smoking. I seen it turn people's teeth all just yellow, staining up. Breath smell like, you know, hot garbage. You know, the money. What are cigarettes now? Like up to $20 a pack, depending on the brand. Especially them Newports, man. Killing more brothers in the damn than each other and the police. But seriously though, if you've been smoking, man, I suggest that you stop whenever you can. You know, whatever you can do to get off of, man. Nicorette, whatever patches, whatever work for you to try to wean yourself off. That might not be the best for you anyway, but it's better than, you know, running through the cigs that can help you cut down on it, man. Smoking is bad for your health, like the title of this episode. But if you haven't been smoking for a while, you might want to get you some of this. I'm going to put it in the camera. Let's see if we can zoom in, get some clarity. Anyway, I don't know how clear it is. It's looking kind of crazy in the camera, so I can't tell. But it's mullein leaf. Mullein, it says respiratory system support. Try to zoom in there. You know what? I'm going to add this to the website. It's been a while since I updated LB Life Hacks. So I'm going to throw this on. It's a life hack. But if you've been smoking, and just basically, not even if you've been smoking like that. Going out, we got the pollution. We here in New York, you got all the smog, all the buses, the trucks, construction going everywhere, dust and asbestos just flying everywhere because they still got asbestos in the building they lying about, and fake asbestos inspectors or whatever, and the scams in New York. It's a big act. We love my city, baby. But you know what it is if you live here, if you've been through, don't let the bright lights and big city fool you. But love my city. No disrespect, but we all know with the smog or whatever, man. So just breathe in, no matter where you at in the planet, man. You breathing in the carcinogens, they spraying chemtrails, trying to take everybody out and control the weather and all that. So look, get your mullein leaf, baby. Get this, it's gonna clear your lungs out. It's not a paid advertisement. You can get whatever brand. I said I'll probably put the brand on my website or whatever, or the bottle or whatever, so people can see, man. But get your mullein leaf, clear your lungs out. You're smoking, boys and girls, stop that, man. Stop. It's bad for your health. Smoking is bad for your health. This concludes this episode. I don't want to drag it on. This is the story, man. So, love you guys out there, man. You know, do what you got to do for your health. Step your game up, man. Things are getting crazy in the world, I understand. But you can't control, you know, other people. You can't always control your outside circumstances, but you can control yourself. So, get that self-control, baby. Kill them bad habits, you know. Do what you gotta do. Step your game up. Get your life better, man. And I'll see you next time, baby. We gonna sign off with chill. to the next episode. Like I said, I love you guys, man. Stay peaceful, stay safe, keep it positive. Peace.